you want to start off by introducing yourself, kind of what your business is about, what inspired you to start your business?
Yes, of course. I'm Dalibor. My full name is Dalibor, last name Blazik, and Easy is the Dali.
Mm-hmm.
And I come from Serbia, small country in the Europe. I started to work. I finished the college. Exactly, I finished the University of Belgrade from the hotel and restaurant management. When I graduated, I applied to work in the Grand America Hotel. I worked there for the 6 years. Last 2 years before I stopped to work, I opened my catering business, and that's like how Italian crepe started. We making the sweet and savory, delicious crepes. Like I say, we start like catering company. We do a lot of weddings, a lot of corporate event. And 2 years ago, in the April, we opened our first shop.
Wow.
Okay, wow. So you kind of opened in the middle of COVID and all
Yes.
of that. Okay, so what overall would you say were some of the biggest impacts of opening during COVID? What was the hardest thing you had to try to work through with that?
Hardest stuff is you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And at that moment, people is still thinking, summer is there, it's going to be just like 1 month, 2 months, and we are coming back. And still people like kind of like looking like, okay, this is happening, but it's not happening to us. Like if you remember, like you see in the China, you see in the Europe coming, but like first person when it's coming, like in the Utah was like wow news, and people like already start to scare, like okay, who is like next one?
Yeah.
And that was something like everybody was scared. Me personally, I was so occupied with making the Dali crepes to start to work, and I kind of honestly don't have time to look at the news, and maybe that's the helping us. That's helped us to really push Dali crepes through and make it to work and survive that time.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
And we know like a big thing with COVID is the difference in fluctuations between supply and demand and getting different supplies that you need, especially for a restaurant. Did you notice like struggles in trying to get any like ingredients or anything like that?
Yes, absolutely. That was the big challenge, and that's something like most scare me, but people really have understand about that one. Like today we have one box to go because everybody switch to the to go to be like you don't have any more food inside the restaurant. And in the moment, all the stores go without to go boxes out of the fork and knives to go, and like do you find a bag to go? That was like really rare stuff. I know, but like for the straw, we check every single place to find the straw, but like you don't have the straw. And what we tried, like we start buying something like nobody buying, like, and that's something like customers understand because that situation, and I really appreciate about that one. And also like what is the quality of the food we in the Dali crepes we pushing to have high standard of the food, and that's something on the moment like we don't have black forest. You cannot find the black forest, and we like trying to find it. It's coming. You have today, you don't have it, and that's something like was really huge challenge.
Okay, yeah, and you mentioned, so like you said, ingredients and all that was super hard to get everything in stock. Specifically labor, did you have a hard time with the labor shortages lately? Did you have a hard time finding employees, keeping employees? How was that kind of with your business?
Oh yes, we have, and I can see one stuff. We really kind of was like first time opening the restaurant, and I don't have experience, I don't have expectation how it's gonna go. And we started with 4 people. When we opened, was me, my wife, and the 2 more friends who like start to work. But we now have 24 people to work in the Dali crepes.
Wow.
And that is like for the 2 years we have 20 people more who start to work. And it was really nice and very good challenge to hire new people and put the people to work, care about the guests to be safe, care about the people who work for you to be safe. And that was a really huge challenge. In the moment when we opened the restaurant, we have only 4 tables inside, and that was like kind of cool. About it. It was like funny, like completely empty room, and that was the rule time, like 6 feet between the tables, and we really followed the whole what is health department tell us to we follow. what was like good from us in the early before the COVID starts to have we are make the deli crepes up before we open the restaurant, and kind of we was the ready to accept the like online order.
Okay.
Do you think that the online ordering platforms like helped the flow of your business in COVID? Like being able to do all of the things at once, even though you only have 4 tables inside?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's something for sure is to keep the people like to have paycheck, and to keep our restaurant we can put like all what we like our costs to be paid. That's something like really help us. And I cannot say just online order. Everything what's about online platform is help us to do like promote ourselves. And people in the moment like nobody going just watching the TV or in the phone and looking on the TikTok. That's TikTok start to explode, and that's something like really help us.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, that's I think kind of like you're saying with supply chain and stuff. I think honestly online and through social media and internet, a lot of businesses are going towards that direction because of COVID, because in person is not really as popular anymore, because a lot of restaurants I know are going towards just online ordering and takeout. So I think it's really cool you're able to adjust your business to that for sure. And with supply chain, is there any other kind of just key factors you think really shaped your business during COVID? I know it's kind of an open-ended question, but any kind of with supply chain, any major impacts that COVID had on your business in general that you'd like to bring up?
Yes, what I do and what we doing now, we take the big storage we provide consistency, because you have the lane for the 1 month, 2 months. For some products we like take it almost 3 months to become. Like we have really rare like matcha. We have really good matcha frappe. We use something like it takes 3 months to have it, and that's something like we buy now. And we take this big storage to we have capacity to buy like more like to go stuff, more like everything. To we approximately know how long it's gonna take to become to us, and that's something like is bigger cost from us, but is at the same time is the much more worth it to customer have consistency. That's the goal. If you come to us and like trying the crepes today or drink your favorite one today is one kind of taste, another one, because the big chain like Cisco or like US Food or whoever they're gonna every time offer you something else. We have today this type of the chicken, tomorrow you have this one, and they don't put you can say I don't want that one, because like they know you need to have. But that's for you how you're gonna adapt. You can go with your recipes. Like we have in the moment like very popular crepes is the name Carve and Joy. That's like with brisket, also inside the roast beef and mustard. And the mustard is the one who's like making that mustard no exist. When start the COVID, after that 1 month, we are completely pull off the factory who make it no making anymore. They kind of make decision to short the products and like keep it like different type like. But the one who is like we prefer is not exist anymore. And this is like big company.
Wow. So a lot of impacts overall.
Yes, and about that Carve and Joy crepes is come to the price to we can sell it more to we make the money. We need to sell it more of the $20. And like you like buyer to buy the crepes for $20, you can choose maybe some steaks to buy for the $20 somewhere else, but no crepes. And we better to have the menu than offer something like is very pricey, and we cannot provide we're gonna look the funny, but it's not about us, it's about supply and everything.
Exactly. Wow. Well, I think we got a lot of good stuff. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it sounds like you created an awesome business in the crazy world, and that's really very impressive, and I think a lot of people definitely look up to you. You seem like a really popular guy around here, so yes, and thank you so much again for letting us come down.
It's my pleasure, and like I say, I would like you guys be my guest and check my crepes, and we can go to try some crepes.
Yes, that sounds great. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.